everyone, so today I'm going to be sitting down and doing a chatty video on my superstitions and theories and little plot ideas and all that jazz for Pretty Little Liars. I filmed a video like this maybe, I want to say a year ago, but I feel like I've grown up so much in a year and I look different as well that it feels like it's been about 3 or 4 years. It's a weird situation right now being here filming for my other channel, my vlog channel. Yeah, so I feel like I can be more casual, so hence why I look really like laid back. This is what I normally look like, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead. First one went down quite well, and I love talking to you guys in the comments about it because I only have about two friends, or 3 actually, who watch Pretty Little Liars, so I don't really get to, like, you know, hear more than 2 or 3 other opinions. So it's really cool talking to you guys in the comments. And right, there is no particular order for this video. I'm just going to go with it.
Okie dokie. So, I thought it would be really cool and funny to butt into my own video and interject a few things that I forgot to mention before whilst I was filming. Right now I'm editing the video and I'm realising there's so much I forgot to mention. First thing I'm going to say is you're going to be seeing this little video pop up in the corner of this video you're watching now quite a bit because I did forget to mention so much. And I think the first thing I actually want to mention is the directors have done a really good job, as well as the script writers and the actors and the creators. Everyone in the Pretty Little Liars team have done a really good job this season, and they've really upped the ante. They've come like a really long way with their camera work. They are miles away from where they were before, where they used to like build anticipation by hiding behind bushes and twitching curtains. They're doing like shots underwater, 360 like panoramas, which I think is really cool, and tracking shots as well. By the way, I am obsessed with camera work and editing, and I'm just like a proper geek when it comes to that stuff. So I'm one of those people that ruin films and shows for people because I'm not even following the plot line, to be honest. I'm just kind of looking at the camera work and editing skills. So yeah, I'm gonna go and let you carry on watching the video, and yeah, look out for this little screen again soon.
The first thing is, I'm going to tell you guys, because I tweeted about this the other day. I was like, oh, my theory is, I think I know who A is. I personally thought, this is going to sound a little bit silly, but I thought A was Mrs. Kavanagh, aka Toby's mum. Why? Because number one, we know that she was in the mental home and she was officially cray-cray. And A is so powerful, it would only make sense if it was someone. And I know you're thinking, yeah, Toby's mum passed away, but did she really? We don't know. It's just all like, apparently she jumped from the window, but I feel like A can do anything and make it look like something else, so we don't know. But I thought it might be Toby's mum, but then after seeing him cry in episode 2 of season 4, I was like, maybe not. But that kind of just went out the window in my little theory. I thought it was Toby's mum because when she was in a mental home and she's obviously cray-cray, A is obviously cray-cray and can do cray-cray things, so that would be like no problem. Also, she was in Radley. Toby went to visit her in Radley, that's why he's in on it. And you know how he couldn't say no to Jenna because she was like family? It's a bit like he can't say no to his mum because that's his mum, so it would make sense why he joined the A-team and why he was acting shifty. So
I forgot to mention whilst I was filming, but I feel like the reason why I think that Toby's mum might be A and Redcoat / the ringleader of the A-team is because, one, the person would have to be older and quite powerful, and obviously everyone knows A is crazy and you don't mess around with crazy people because you will get hurt, sort of thing. So I reckon it's her because of that, and also because in one of the recent episodes, basically there's a flashback where Alison was so rude to Toby's mum and just completely disregarded that she had a mental illness, and she was like, yeah, she looks tired, and Toby asked her to leave. I'm thinking, if I was Toby's mum and I was already crazy, that would make me go like Dilali. I would probably flip a lid then. So that's probably why she's holding a grudge. I think if Toby's mum is still alive and is still A, I mean, well, not still A, but she could be A, I reckon that's like all the motive she needs, and that's probably why she's holding a grudge.
So I feel like if Alison can still be alive and considered as A, then I feel like Toby's mum, who's supposed to pass away and has a whole plaque, you know, in her memory, can also still be alive. And what was really funny was Toby's little like shiftiness. I swear this whole video is me saying shifty and cray-cray, but just when he was obviously being watched or listened to by A, but he was so shifty, it was the funniest thing to watch. I don't know, but I love Toby. I love, like, Keegan Allen. I think he's amazing. I follow him on Keek, you all should. And he's an amazing photographer as well. So check out his Instagram. And yeah, I think he's a really cool person. Questions now. I kind of am curious to know where Ari's brother's gone. Completely wrote him off. I don't know where he ended up. 2, Byron. I feel like he's still a possible suspect because he's so shifty. The whole thing going on with Meredith and Byron. The lady basically drugged Aria, and Byron excused it with, yeah, she wasn't on her cray-cray pills and now she's gone off somewhere to get help or something. That doesn't explain it. Plus, they equally wanted to find the pages from Alison's diary. They wanted it so badly that it just kind of disappeared too easily, and it was a bit like, I feel like he wanted Aria to burn it in front of him and dispose of it because he looked so relieved. That whole thing didn't really add up, in my personal opinion. Yeah, so this is funny because when I watched my last video back, it was a little bit cringy, but it's so funny how I'm so into it. It's ridiculous. Mona, don't trust her. Why are they even talking to her? I don't trust Mona whatsoever. Plus, Ren did help her out and give her like a card so she could come into Radley, because yeah, that wasn't even explained. How do you explain that? You gave her ID so she could come into Radley. I'm talking about Mona, and I think one of the other cards they found said Cece's name on it. So they didn't even explain that. All these questions are still up in the air. So at the end of season 3, Cece basically just up and left. I'm thinking like these hallucinations, although they may be Alison in a way, I feel like it could easily be Cece. She could have easily been the redcoat and the girl who went and saved them, because it was so similar. I feel like it's kind of strange that she up and left, but then as soon as she up and left, the whole like plan with the plane and the landing thing and everything came into play a bit too smoothly. So a while ago I was on Instagram and I came across this PLL post, and I think A wrote a note on the wall in red spray paint, and they spelt nosy with an E, so it's N-O-S-E-Y. And correct me if I'm wrong, I probably am wrong, because now I'm thinking about it, doesn't make sense. Only like an English thing to put the E in that word, and the only English character I could think of from Pretty Little Liars was Ren, so that would make sense that Ren was part of the A-team. He definitely needs to be part of it in some way. That would make the whole thing like flip around and be like the best thing ever to come on TV. So even though we kind of had this whole like, oh my days, Toby's A moment at the end of last season and stuff, and he kind of just like wormed his way out of it nicely, I still feel like he could be part of the A-team. He could possibly be like the massive ringleader, because season 1 everyone was petrified of Toby, and it makes sense because in season 1 he wasn't acting like he was like shy or sick of being bullied or anything. He was actually like he was mentally ill. The character development is too drastic from season 1 to now that there was something seriously going on with him then, and you can't ignore that now. I don't know what all this was. And one more thing, Wilsden is ridiculous, okay? Yeah, he's gone now, but he's basically like playing the same character in the client list, because I watched that as well. I think they're putting people like Shauna in the way to kind of distract us, but it's true, it still doesn't make sense why they were friends with Wilden, like Jenna and Shauna. So one more person we need to think about, I think, is Spencer, because she is so suspect, it's unreal. Not only is she ridiculously smart, and she was all trying to work out the geographical like happenings or how like whatever went down at that little lodge place with the plane, like that, who does that? That just makes sense. And also when they asked her where Melissa was, she looked so shifty, it wasn't even real. It was like, you know where your sister is. Melissa is just too old to be going for internships. She's like 40 now, isn't she? So and I think Melissa just, they need to X that character out. There's no point like dancing around it. Yeah, I think that the character, the actress who plays her, should just stick to like vampire diaries. On a complete side note, I would love it, I know it sounds really like strange, but I would love it if Spencer and Ezra, aka Mr. Fitz, would get together, because whoa, I just got a message. Oh no, I've been playing this game called like Mini Ninjas. Let's just put that on silent. Call me crazy, but I think it'd be really cool if Spencer and Ezra, Mr. Fitz, got together, because they have so much in common. It just makes so much sense. They're both like, you know, quite intelligent, and they just seem to get along. And one of my favourite scenes with them in it together was when Spencer like rides over to him in her bike in the park, and she's like blasting out all this stuff about his son, and he's like, what son? And then she's like, oh, nothing, and she rides off. I thought that was like my favourite scene of them together. And then when she didn't get into the uni she wanted to get to, I just thought the way he just I don't know, you can tell he cares. And I was talking to my friend about this, and he was just saying, oh, maybe it's because you're going out with someone and then their friends become your friends. It's a bit like that. And I was like, no, I think them two should like because I think they would actually get along. Let me know what your little suspicions and theories and all that jazz and what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys shortly. Enjoy all the episodes. Bye. By the way, I woke up like an hour ago, so that's why I look like this. I had some really good ideas, like from the last season. I had all these questions, and oh boy, it's going down. I think someone's at the door. Give me one sweet second. Oh no, yes, someone's at the door. Hello?